Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. Today, smoking my Boots Showcam, very first pipe I ever owned. And in it, I'm smoking Milan Tobacco's Celebration. This is the pipe tobacco of the month at Milan Tobacco. And I decided to buy 4 ounces of this to try. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to be doing a series on Milan tobaccos. We'll be starting next Monday. I bought several Milan tobaccos, and I'm going to be doing the a series on Milan tobaccos and what I think of them, which ones I like, which ones I don't like, and I'm going to give you my thoughts, my recommendations, my non-recommendations, and since it's my local brick and mortar and it's a very well-known tobacconist, I figured why not? And so I went in and bought several tobaccos this past week, which my wife was not happy about. But I decided I'm going to do a weekly Milan Monday, and just pick a tobacco, give you my thoughts on it, and try and do an in-depth breakdown on my thoughts on them, what I like, what I don't like. I'm going to smoke the tobacco several times during the week prior to my thoughts on the Milan Monday review, so that I can give you a good thought on it. This coming up week will be Celebration. Since it is the tobacco of the month at Milan, I thought that would be a good one to start with. It's a Burley, Virginia, and I think it has Cavendish in it, but I'm not positive on the Cavendish. I did look it up, but I forgot what's in it. But it is a Burley in Virginia for sure, and it's got a proprietary blend that David came up with in it. That was the third one in there. It's an aromatic. It's got some rum, vanilla. They say there's some citrus. It's a wonderful taste and blend, but I don't want to go too in-depth into it because this is my first time trying it, so I would just be giving a first impression on it at this point. So I want to go in-depth on it. I'm going to spend some time with it this week and look for it next Monday. So it's a beautiful day, kind of sunny. So I'm just sitting out here. I had some mail come today, and I got a couple of fishing lures that I got on eBay, and I've been trying to build up my fishing lures. When I moved here, I gave all my fishing lures to my nephew Tim. I had at least $1,000 worth of fishing lures, and I gave him all my fishing lures, all my fishing poles. I had 15 fishing poles probably, at least. But he had kids, and they live by a lake, and my niece works at a lake, so I knew Tim and his boys would get use out of that stuff, and I wasn't driving, so I didn't know if I'd ever fish again. And so I knew they'd get use out of all that stuff, and it made me happy to give it to them, knowing that they would get use out of it. And I honestly didn't think I would ever drive again, so I just figured they're going to use it. They'll get joy out of it. They love to go fishing, and so I just left all my stuff there for Tim. And but I had boxes, you know, trays and trays and trays and trays and trays of lures, and tackle boxes of lures. But so I've been going on eBay and going to thrift stores and antique stores and stuff, and getting lures to build up my tackle box again. And today I got one in, a really cool little one. It's the Arbogast Jitterbug, and it's a cool little lure. I've always loved these old. This one's an old one. I have a newer one that I got at Walmart, and this is the newer ones. It's a newer one, and you can tell the difference because on the little blade on the front, these just say Jitterbug on them, but on the older ones like this one, it says Jitterbug, manufactured by Fred Arbogast, Akron, Ohio. So this is an old one. This is probably from the 40s, 50s, maybe the 60s. And I love these old lures. I love the old lures. And I love these. I love the hula poppers. I don't have. I've got some hula poppers, the original hula poppers coming, but I have a Japanese copy of the hula popper here. This is a Japanese copy of the hula popper. It's got one treble hook here, and then this one has a double hook in the back here. I don't know if you can see that or not. But this one's from Hong Kong. This is a Hong Kong one. But these hula poppers are cool, and I love those. And but I like the old Heddon, and like the old Heddon and Arbogast lures. This is a Heddon Super Spook Junior. And I love these spooks. They're good lures. They're really good lures. And here's a little Heddon Tiny Torpedo. It's got the little blade spinner on the back, the little propeller on the back of it. I love those old Heddon lures, and the Heddon topwater poppers, like those. I love these. So I've been building up my lures again, and those are just my top water lures. I've got some shallow water and some mid water and some deep diving lures too, and I'm building up. And so I'm slowly building my lures back up, and hitting the thrift stores and the antique stores and looking for deals. And And I'm finding some good deals on lures, you know, getting them for $2-3. They're out there. There's some people that want, you know, outrageous money for a lure. I've seen people wanting $2,400 for a jitterbug, you know, and you know, good luck. Hope they get it. You know, hope if they can find someone that'll pay, you know, more power to them. But and the funny thing is, some of the jitterbugs that have the plastic, you know, most of them have metal here. There are some with plastic. Those are from like the 30s and the 40s during World War II. Those could be worth some money, because those are the only year they made them with plastic. You'd think those would be the newer ones with plastic, but they're not. The ones with plastic were from, I think, 39 to 45 or something like that. World War II era. When they were, you know, metal was in short supply. But it's been fun just building up my, you know, I got 2 reels. I got a bait casting reel and a spinning reel, and so it's been fun just building up my arsenal of stuff again, and I don't think I'm going to go quite as crazy as I did when I was younger, you know, and I had years to build it up back then, and so I had an enormous amount of stuff, and way more than I needed, way more than I ever used. So this time I'm just getting the stuff I know I'll use. I got a head and crazy crawler coming that I found really inexpensive. And I've always wanted one of those. I've never had one, but I found one, and so I grabbed that one, and so I'm getting the stuff that I really want, you know, and I've always loved the head lures and the Arbogast lures. And of course Rapalas. I've always used Rapalas my whole life. I've used Rapalas and Rebel lures, and those have always been my favorites. And so I'm sticking with those. I'm gonna, you know, stay away from a lot of the other stuff that is out there, unless I can find it super cheap. You know, I'll grab it, but you know, I've used everything over the years, but you know, and I've got of course, the topwater frogs. You know, you got to have those. Those are always good. You can always catch stuff on topwater frogs. Anyway, so that's what's been going on. I'm just working on my lures, getting all my lures and stuff ready for as I go out, having that new stuff to try out and get used to, and get back into the swing of things. And it's fun. So anyway, just wanted to do this video here while I was out here and tell you about the Milan Mondays, and new series coming up starting next Monday, weather permitting. And I will catch y'all later. Have a good one. God bless.